Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to clean out the carburetor on my two-stroke 2002 Mercury 150 saltwater edition. Story behind why I need to clean it out is I was getting issues with stalling out at idle. Wasn't running the best, and I decided to put seafoam in the gas tank to kind of clean out the system, and it started to shaking and smoking, and then I realized that I was leaking gas out of the bottom carburetor real bad, and I took that one off and I cleaned it. It ran better than it ever has, like brand new, for just a couple days. And now I got the same problem happening again, and it's the other two carburetors. There's 3 carburetors on this engine. All you gotta do to get to them is take this air intake manifold off. Pretty simple. It's just these 6 bolts here. Alright, when you get this guy off, there's gonna be 3 gaskets, 1, 2, and 3 stuck on here. Make sure you don't lose those. We're gonna clean those off later. You got fuel leaking like crazy out of this middle carburetor, and that's the same problem that I was having on the one below it. And there was a little bit leaking out of this one before. That's when I had the engine running. So now I'm gonna clean these two. First thing you gotta do is get these fuel lines off here. Them hoses get sealed on there pretty good, so normally if you give them a turn, they'll break free. You hear a snap with the pliers or something like that. Over here you're gonna have the throttle bar, and this is just gonna pop right out of here. And this one right here is for your oil pump. That'll pop right off too. Now, these 3 carburetors need to go back on in a certain order, and mine are numbered 1, 2, and 3 right here on these sides, so I know which order they go into. 1 top, 3 is bottom. We got 7/16 nut, and then an Allen head down here. We take off the 2 top and the 2 bottom. Now that we're down to the second one, we got 2 more lines to take off. That seems to be the ticket. Alright, so now the fun part. I'm just going to be taking this thing apart, cleaning it up down as good as I can. I think I just may start with the bottom. Worked out alright for me last time. all these screws are the same size, so you don't have to worry about mix matching them. You just throw them right into the bucket. Now it's probably best to get you a carb rebuild kit, but I didn't feel like waiting for one in the mail, so I'm just going to be reusing my gaskets because I think they are fine enough. Worked out for the last one just fine. This motor is a 2002, so they're pretty old, but the last one works, so I got faith in it. Looks like a little lift tab right here to break it free. If I can get a good seating. There we go. This is your float. Sometimes they get stuck in the up or down position. This one seems just fine, but I'm going to take it apart, clean it up anyways. Here is your valve pin that lets gas in to that little hole down there. I'm going to set this somewhere clean enough. I'm going to take off these main jet plugs, or what you call them. Alright, decent. Checking my butterflies to make sure they're nice and clean. They got a few things on them, but nothing resisting this twist. You can take this whole rod out here by taking your butterflies off, and then you can just pull this whole rod, comes out. You just gotta take that little lock pin out here, but I'm not gonna do that. But very importantly, these are your idle mixture screws, and they come factory set at a certain setting. So after you take these covers off, you got to be very careful marking down what they're set at, and I'll show you how. There goes one. Almost lost it. Now when you investigate what they're set at, how you tell is you just put your flat head on and you memorize what position it's at. So you do 1/2 turn, 1 full turn, that'd be 1 1/4 turns. We're all the way down in. So you just write that down somewhere. Alright, we'll see where this one's at. One half turn, 1 full turn, and 1 1/4. Same thing. So now that we got our info, we just take these things all the way out. so we can clean them up. Alright, so under there, we're going to see a whole lot of really tiny jets, and all those are going to need to be completely clean. That's where the carb cleaner comes in handy. We're just going to shoot all those things all the way through. We're going to make sure that we hit those as well. Yep. Alright, we're stopped. So, I'm going to open it up a quarter turn more than it was because I have always been idling a bit too rich. So, I'm going to open it up to a turn and a half. A quarter turn more. 1/2 turn. 1 full turn. 1.5 turns. I think that's about there. I put that cap back on, facing the sky, so I know it can't lie. Oh, needs a little persuasion. Been wanting to smack this thing for a long time, might as well. Alright, we're bottomed out. Same thing on this side. 1/2 turn, 1 full turn, 1.5 turns. Yep. Alright. Off to the bottom. Give this thing a little bit of wipe down. Alright. Let's get this gasket back on where it goes. And send this float valve home. And send this float valve home. Every mechanic should know that when you are fastening anything with a gasket, or you want to be flush, go crisscross. After you tighten your first bolt, go to the bolt furthest across from it. You can repeat that the other way so you get all of them seated. Alright, so now I'm back almost a whole week later. I just got back from fishing. The motor has been running perfect. I was kind of worried about that seafoam getting in there and clogging that carburetor back up. I'd actually been idling so well that I was actually able to bring my idle down to where it's supposed to be, about like 800 RPMs. I was at about 1,000, 1,200 just to keep it from stalling out. But yeah, I'll start this motor up and let you guys see how it runs. So I was never able to do this before, but after I get it started up for the first time, I can actually start this motor without giving it gas, which is a miracle for me. So yeah, works a whole lot better now. I'm actually starting to be glad I even bought this thing for the first time in a while. But yeah, when I was looking at YouTube, I couldn't find a video of anybody doing the exact same carburetor as mine. So I'm hoping this video will fill the void and hopefully help somebody else out there out.